So I think what's interesting about our topic of learning across the whole of life is that there's a real desire to be a learning church. There's a real desire that we put learning at the heart of being disciples, put learning at the heart of our actions in ministry. But I was struck thinking about this, that we've been there before, that the phrase being a learning church is something that's being bandied around for a long time, is even featured in some of our documents. So I'm wondering what's different this time. And I think what I'm hearing is that we are better prepared to wrestle with what the role of ministry is, what the role of layer ordained ministers are in enabling and equipping the whole church to notice where God's present in our lives, to discern God's leading in our lives, and to enact those in faithful ways. So for me, this is an opportunity to expand and explore what I think God's already nudging in theological education. Well, more than nudging, pushing us to think about how do we better create a theological imagination in ministers that can serve to equip the whole people of God in the whole mission of God in the whole of life. And from that, how do we attend to the types of learning that are needed in those spaces, in those everyday places? How do we listen to the experiences of being a neighbor, listen to the challenges of being in a workplace, reflect on the desires for community transformation, and bring to bear our theological insights to better help people discern where God's leading them. So for me, lifelong learning and becoming a learning church are synonymous. If we want to be a learning church, we have to encourage a culture of lifelong learning. And I think that probably starts with ministers demonstrating that and owning that and investing in that as best we can.